Hello everyone, Dave here. I hope you all are doing well. Allow me to adjust my microphone really quick. Here we are back with another kind of just chatting, shooting the shit type video. We've got our token Smash Brothers footage in the background, so it's not just my dumb face on screen the entire time. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I want to put different games up and maybe even play some games live for you guys in the future. I've been working on potentially doing a Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions series. I've been building a custom team on there, maybe do a league in the future if that's something you guys are into. The channel is still very young, so it's, at this point I'm just kind of throw anything at the wall and see what sticks, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. So I don't really know if this video is really gonna break any new ground or really even be worth talking about, but I just wanted to give my opinion and a few of my thoughts on the whole Funimation and Crunchyroll merger. For those who don't know, Crunchyroll bought Funimation for, I believe, like 1.75 billion. I think I could be wrong on that number, but I think it's like a pretty high number. But they bought them, and they're merging now, which is interesting. And something that at first seemed kind of like, wow, like that's crazy, and possibly even a little scary, because then it makes you think, okay, what's going to happen to all of our favorite anime, But I think it's actually a pretty good thing. So first off, all 1,600 hours of anime, give or take, are going to be on Crunchyroll, at least according to the articles that I've read up on the situation, or on the merger. It's not really a situation, it's not bad. But according to those articles, all of that's going to be over on there. So, that's going to get, I think, what's the word I'm looking for? Like fizzled out throughout the month of March. So be sure to cancel your Funimation subscription so you're not paying for two things or, a thing that doesn't exist anymore. I still have to do that myself, but I'm trying to finish my Jujutsu Kaisen review, which shameless plug, parts 1 and 2 of it are over on the channel right now, so if you guys are interested on checking those out, I'd highly appreciate it. But anyway, yeah, so I was a little nervous about that because I have a huge watch list that I was nervous about losing, so I would recommend probably writing it down or putting it in a file or a Word document on your computer. Because I can't be the only one who watches like 80 different series at one time, and I wish I could commit, but there's just so much great anime out there that I just wind up watching a billion things at one time. And I have this tiny notebook that I keep all my things in. I call it my charter, and I keep my manga in there too, actually. Like what issues or what volumes I still need to collect, what volume I'm on, things like that. And I do the same thing with my anime. For example, if a series is like 22 episodes, I'll put, on episode 2 of 22 and, so forth. So that's just my little tip and recommendation for any, fellow anime fans who just cannot freaking commit. I don't know what's wrong with us. I think we have trouble with commitment. At least that's what my ex-girlfriend said. Anyway, but that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to talk about the actual merger itself and what that means. And we're about almost 5 minutes in, so I might as well actually get to the point of the video. While it sounds scary and it sounds a little crazy at first, I think it's actually a very good thing. Funimation, at least in my eyes, has really kind of disappointed me these past few years. One, their hiring practice of hiring, sexual predators and or people who just maybe aren't the nicest or best people. really does not sit well with me. So that's kind of one thing. But also, they seem to have gotten very complacent and very lazy. And one thing, I have I have two examples of that. One being, they always like to hire in when it comes to their voice cast. Now, again, I get it. They have a very talented group of people that work over at Funimation. But it's like, dude, okay, as much as we all know Chris Sabat is a great voice actor, does he need to voice everyone? Like, I get when it comes to a series like Dragon Ball, when it was first getting syndicated in the West, like dubbed over and everything. Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of people that were doing it. So, they had to pick up the slack, and Chris Sabat had to play like half the cast. I get that. But it's 22 now, and I mean, this has been, an ongoing annoyance of mine for years. Like, there are talented people over on freaking TikTok, and you don't want to hire any of them. You just want to keep going with Chris Sabat and freaking Bryce Papenbrook, and it just gets annoying. It gets boring. Like, I get it. Like, if you hear an anime and you're like, oh, I know that person from this show and this show, like, they did a good job, that might draw you in and to watch that show a little bit more. And I'm definitely part of the problem. Like, one of my favorite voice actors of all time is Yuri Lowenthal, and I hear him in the Tiger and Bunny series, which was a series that I really didn't have much interest in, and then I heard Yuri Lowenthal's in it, and I'm like, oh, wow, man, I might check that out. And then I did, and it was actually pretty good. So I get it. Again, I'm part of the problem, but, like, there are some voice actors that I just can't really stand, like Bryce Papenbrook. I get that he's good, I guess, but, like, I just don't like his voice. I don't like his squeaky, squealy little voice. He sounds I can't take Eren Yeager seriously in Attack on Titan, even though he's supposed to be this, especially in Season 4, he's supposed to be this crazy, menacing, sociopath that everyone's supposed to be freaking terrified of, but he just sounds like a basset hound whenever he gets angry. Like, even in the earlier seasons, like, whenever he would go Titan or get angry, he would just I'll destroy everybody. Like, it's just not my style of voice acting. But again, this isn't a Bryce Papenbrook rant. I don't mean to make it into that, but I'm just trying to use that to highlight my point of they constantly hire in, and it seems lazy, because it's like, oh, well, people like these guys, we've already got them on payroll, like, we'll just keep using all the same voice actors and actresses. Like, it just seems super lazy to me. And another thing that seemed super lazy, and one reason why I'm very excited about the merger, is I really hope Crunchyroll has a better player than Funimation does or did. I think it's pretty difficult for them to have a worse player. I've watched Funimation anime through the app on my PlayStation 4, on my phone, and on my Switch, and I have run into issues on all of them, whether it be stuff just cutting out, not like my internet cutting out, but just stuff like, oh, sorry, this can't be played right now, try later, like, or like stuff like you get halfway through an episode and then you have to like go to work or whatever, so you come back later and your progress isn't saved, which is a very first world problem. I'll scroll through 15 minutes and get to where I was. I get that, that's fine, but why are there no previews when you're scrolling through the bar? Like, every video app, Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, hell, even some porn sites have a little still when you're scrolling through the time bar to let you know, okay, this is the scene you're on. Funimation, at least to my knowledge, did not and does not have that. At the very least, they don't on the Switch, which is where I watch most of my anime. So unless they updated the phone or the PS4 version to have that, I doubt it's different. But anyway, but it's just like, this is a $1 billion company, and you don't care about your app. which is how your customers are watching your your anime. And I don't mean to sound like a Karen. And again, it's a very first world problem to be like, oh, this app where I watch anime is a little annoying sometimes. Like, it's a very first world thing, and I understand that. But it just, again, is another quote unquote example of how they've been a little too complacent and been a little lazy, and how I personally think that this merger is going to be good for anime as a whole, because it'll kind of, I think, be a little bit of a refresher. I think, Crunchyroll has been really on the come up in, its commitment to anime and its quality in the shows that it's, got over there, and, how it'll, get things from Japan an hour after they air over there, things like that. So I think they show a big commitment, and I think it's, a positive thing, and I'm excited for it. And, I know Funimation has been around the block. They've been a big staple in anime for a long time. They were very influential in bringing anime to the West, way back when, but I think all good things must come to an end, and I think Funimation has kind of been just coasting for the past, I would even say, half a decade at least, if not longer. So I think it's, at the end of the day, a good thing. And I know it can be a little scary to be like, this thing that we grew up with is now going to be gone, but I think it'll be good. And also, we now only have to pay for one subscription, let alone two. If anything, that's the end all be all. That's the end of the argument right there. I mean, I would rather pay $11 one time than two times. I think it's probably more than $11, but you get the point. But anyway, so that's kind of it. I hope that this was at least a little bit enjoyable. I know I ramble, but that's kind of the point of these videos, is just kind of rambling and talking about anime. It's not like a review or anything, and even though I ramble in those as well and go off topic, but these sort of videos where I'm just shooting the shit are kind of meant to be, just like we're old pals, just talking about anime. And I hope that you guys enjoy them, and hopefully they grow. I mean, again, like I said in the beginning, this channel is very young, so I don't know who's going to stumble across this video, but if you did, I really appreciate you giving the channel a shot. It really means a lot to me, and if you want to check out any of the other content, I would highly appreciate it. And let me know if you guys want to see anything from me. I've got some reviews coming up soon, and a few other ideas. I want to play through Captain Tsubasa. Well, I maybe not play through it, but I've been playing it a lot recently, and I've been setting up a few custom teams. I want to do a league. I feel like that would be pretty fun, because I don't see a lot of people playing that game, especially in 2022, so I feel like it might be fun. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video wasn't completely pointless, and let me know what you guys think about this whole merger down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much. Bye.